Okay. Now we get the audio. Hello friends, welcome to the stream. I'm so happy to see you here, and I'm really excited about this stream. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time now, and yes, here we are. So as promised, we're gonna play Fran Chapter 3. And I'm gonna share with you a lot of my thoughts and experiences and insights while I was creating this chapter, because it has a lot of components that are really connected to my mental health, and many of the things that I created in just this chapter are connected to a more positive time in my life. So I really want to share that with you, and I really want to go all in, you know, in the design part and also just the mental health part. I also want to thank Isaac for being very helpful yesterday, trying to get all this set up. It was a little bit, you know, problems and all that, but at the end we could do it, and I hope it's working well and it's sounding okay. Yes?
Yes, I will just say hello.
Okay. Here's Isaac, my husband.
Hello.
Which, yes, is the tallest person. Yeah, so as I was saying, I just really want to share a lot of the insights that I've been through with this game. If you already play Fran, then you know this chapter is a lot lighter than the other parts of the game, and that's why for me it was like a positive thing to do. But before we start, I really want to say hello to you friends, and I just want to where's the chat? There's the chat. I just want to welcome you personally. Just gonna fix a little bit thing here in the screen. So I just wanna say hello to Cora, Facon, Mimix, Xtoof, who is there? Flindy and Pájaro del Alma, Georgia, Carolino, Isaac Martinson, Fake Mirror, Krugmar. Oh, so many! Oh, hello everybody! And Fabricio, Mighty Murloc. Hello, hello, hello! So, we're gonna be around here 1 hour and a half, maybe. It depends a little bit on how how much the game goes, and how much. If you have questions, of course, you can ask them to Isaac, and he will be forward them to me. I really want to just go in the game, and yes. So, where is the game? There is the game. Hello, Frambo. And Mr. Midnight. Super cute kitty. Oh, I don't know if you are aware, but we have 2 cats at home. Both of them are black with a little bit of white fur also. But one of those, Baloo, is kind of like 100% the inspiration for Mr. Midnight. I was dreaming of having a black cat for so many years, and I got 2. So, yeah, so he's like my best friend that is not human, and he's awesome. He follows me everywhere. He talks a lot with me. Always when I'm asking him something, he's like meow, meow. So if you have a kitty, you maybe also experience those things. So yes, now we're gonna go into the game. And please remember also that I'm not a psychologist, and I'm just gonna share a lot of mental health things that have been helping me personally. But something tells me that if I'm a human, why not share to other humans that might have or want to hear others' experience. Sometimes when we hear others' experience, we don't feel so alone, you know. And we're so many people in this world. We should embrace more this, you know, sharing our experiences. So, I was playing yesterday a little bit of the game, so I'm just gonna dive in. And Fran is looking at it. Yes, we're diving in. And we're gonna meet our lovely friend Palontras. About this scene, Fran is so naked, you know. It's like she doesn't have even leaves in her head. She's totally just pure and so simple, and that's the thing that I really wanted to achieve here, like this, that you need others to get help sometimes, because sometimes you cannot do everything, you know. And this really shows it in a very figurative way. So, good day, my name is Palontras, and I'm your doctor today at your humble service. Oh, are you the emergency case? Wow, amazing, a huge fluffy thing. Beautiful fluffy thing. He is beautiful. And for those that guess that Palontras is based on an axolot, you're totally right. But I just wanted to give it fur and the colors of the different seasons in the year, you know, like the pink with the flowers and the white with the snow and so on. You get it. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry, it's just that I've never seen anything like you before. I'm still trying to understand all of this is real. My name is Fran. I'm a human girl. The king sent me here to get some arm and legs so I can go home. Oh, a human. I think we can get you a pair of arms and legs, but we'll have to travel a little bit further in order to fix that. Are you ready to enter the boss of the beast? What beast? Me. I'm the beast. Let's go. He's the beast. He's a fluffy beast that you want to hug. And here we are in his island. So the inspiration for this island is the Easter Island from Chile. I mean, it's part of the south of Chile. I'm Chilean, if you don't know. If you see the stones, they have a little bit of like the Valocas, and also I was thinking about the protection stones and all that kind of stuff. And also the game is, the third chapter is a lot of water, and it's mainly because our body is just so much water, and it just have that connection. Water keeps everything together, sort of. So I just thought it was a really nice way to kind of connect all the islands of the game. So here we are. Wow, this place is so beautiful and peaceful. I wish I could be here forever. Thank you. This is my home. This is where I was born. The spirit of the great Balakas created. It has the purest water in the whole universe. Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. I'm just gonna skip the Great Balukas part, and I'm gonna be a 10-year-old. When do we start? So, when do I get my legs and arms back? Oh, right. We wait until the water purifies the curse. In the meantime, we can talk. Alright, so who is this Baluka? Haven't you heard about the 5 realities? Have you heard about the 5 realities? About the realities, the 5 realities. Have you heard about Little Misfortune? Little Misfortune is our upcoming game. There is a trailer available in our YouTube site. This is our second game, and it's also placed in the same universe as Frambo. And there's also a little bit of mystery in there and a little bit of dark stuff, but it's a lot more humorous, and that's because the character itself has another mental. Yeah, we will talk about that later when the game is out. So, if you don't know, if you haven't yet check out Little Misfortune, please go and see it. We have been working on it about 2 years now, and we just are in love with that game. I can't wait just to release it, you know. But yeah, I'm just gonna go and keep playing. You can also wishlist Little Misfortune on Steam. We have decided already that we need to at least sell 50,000 copies so we can keep doing games. Oh no! I just plugged my sound. Will it come back? Yes. Oh, it did come back. Right. So, I hope you hear me. Yes. So, haven't you heard about the 5 realities? He's the king of the first reality. A long time ago, he was at war with the darkness, and one day he fell. He fell so badly. His heart was broken and he was all alone. But he came to Idersta, and his blood made this water pink. That is why it's so pure. It's a very long story. That's a long story. Wow, that sounds grand. I mean, I didn't know about other realities. And how is it that you're here? What brought you to Idersta? My kitty and I were on our way back home. I was so happy to see him and hug him again, but then we fell. The big monster that follows me did this. He broke the bridge and he wants me dead. If you played the other chapters, you know what we're talking about. If you haven't, then get the game. Who would like to see you dead? That sounds terrible. I prefer not to talk about this. But, Sir Doctor, do you know why I became a tree? Yes. Sometimes our wishes are so strong that they become true. You did this in order to keep yourself alive. Think about it this way. Your human body was destroyed, but you wanted to keep being Fran. You wanted to keep your life. So you took on this empty shell to maintain all your precious memories with you. It is actually the first time I've seen a human using a tree as a chrysalis. But it's dangerous to have you here. It makes our land vulnerable. I did this to myself? Wow, but Palondra, sir, how? I didn't know I was doing anything. You really didn't know what you were doing? I see. Well, when you travel to Idersta, you open a door between your reality and ours. And with this door open, unexpected creatures can also enter our reality. And if that happens, the balance will be tainted. And there is only one who would like to poison the second reality. The monster, the terrible black. Oh, little Palondras, don't be sad. I mean, yes. I can't see this happening again. I just can't. What is he hiding? Is he hiding? Don't be sad, Doctor. I'm very sorry for what I did. I didn't mean to. Oh, little girl, you're so nice. And you don't have anything to be sorry for. I think you're very special. But let's concentrate on your arm and legs, right? Yes, Doctor. Okay, here comes the magic. Yes, soldier of the sun, spirit of the water. Give Fran her arm and legs. Ah, so beautiful. How do you feel, Fran, from Idersta? Wow, I feel like a beautiful tree. I have leaves. I'm glad you like it. I told you we will fix it. This water is magical. It can fix anything. Anything? Do you think it could fix my mommy and daddy? What do you mean? Fix them? What's wrong with them? Nothing, doctor. Thank you very much for helping me. You're the best doctor I ever had, and you're fluffy and beautiful. I had another doctor before. His name was Dr. Dearn, but he was an evil old man. An old man? I bet he wasn't that bad. Maybe he was just following the rules. The rules. Let's go now. I'll leave you at the stage. Yes, let's go for a ride on Palantra. So, as you see, there is a lot of lore in this game that I really wish to make more games to be able to explain. So fun. So if you have any questions about the game designing part, or even what it really kind of helps go through, the mental health, as I promised, as I was going to talk about. Yes, that part about the Great Valukas is also, it's like the story that he has, that Palantra's telling about, that his broken heart and all that. It's the Great Valukas. He's the Great Light. Even he falls, even he sometimes can feel sad, and it's like, okay. And just about writing about those things makes you realize that those feelings are really, really connected to what I've been through also. That sometimes when you feel like you're in the top of the mountain, you're like super happy, and next day things just can just turn around, and sometimes you blame so many things that are not the reason really, and sometimes we just create mental loops also, and we fall into this darkness, into this. The Kamalas, are also an inspiration from the bad thoughts that really just kind of grow. They keep getting bigger and bigger sometimes, because we tend to go in some kind of tunnel. The tunnel don't let us see what's real anymore sometimes. So yeah, there's a lot of that kind of things in Frambo. Thank you again, Doctor. You have to meet my kitty someday. That will be lovely. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Palantras. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. Water is the greatest, and it keeps you really healthy. As I say, we're so much water, so we need to keep the flow going. So let's go to and get a little misfortune. I have little misfortune in my head constantly. To Mr. Midnight, yes. You fluffy kitty. Do you like that? Here I am. Fran, my dear, you got leaves on your head. How pretty. I still remember when I was drawing all these flowers, and I was feeling so happy to just be able to draw so bright colors again, after all the blood and the darkness and the heavy stuff, just to have a moment to breathe. It was amazing. And also this taught me that sometimes you have to direct yourself, to think positive. The positive stuff won't come inside your head if you don't allow them, to come inside you. So sometimes you have to be the one, okay, it's enough about the bad stuff. I'm just gonna be and look around, what's the positive stuff happening in my life right now. And either that is just what happened to me, either that is kind of when I moved to Sweden, when I met Isaac. He was one of the most beautiful persons that I ever met, and he never judged me, from the beginning, and I was always so open. And I just have to the lack to, be into the woods, the nature, and see other things that change a lot of changed a lot of my background, my environment, and that allows you also to change a lot of the way you think, because you realize that there's so much more around you than just your little bubble. So, I'll go back to the game. Oh, let me see you. What a great either tennis you'll become. Thank you, King Sir. The doctor is incredible. He made magic with the water. But he was sad. He told me many things, but I didn't quite understand. We got a question, okay? But I'm gonna answer after this dialogue. But I didn't quite understand. Don't worry, Palontras will be fine. I know the reasons. So they know stuff that they don't want to tell us about, okay? We have some problems to solve, but that's nothing you should worry about. Let's talk about how you can get back home, right? And it's also that, you know, it's like this goodness is so beautiful, you know. They don't want to trouble her with more stuff. She's already troubled. But yeah, let's go. Yes, please. You said something about a great wizard. Yes, the great wizard is the only who is able to bring your human body back. And he has the stones that can open the door that will lead you home. Where is the wizard? What stone? This land is full of things I don't understand. Ha! You haven't even gone outside this castle and you already want to know everything? That's the passion I was talking about. Have patience, Fran. The great wizard lives in the great mountain Cotran. But we haven't seen him for a while now. Find him and everything will be just fine. Why haven't you tried to find the great wizard yourself? Well, we don't need to. It's very logical. You see, we don't need a wizard to perform magic or prepare potions. We can do that ourselves. The wizard's most valuable task is to protect the stones that open the door. I see. So the stones are like keys. And where is this mountain, you say? You'll have to ask around. Follow signs, you know? Teach yourself. I have to go now, but I'll be back in time to help you with the door. Have a great Easter's day, and good luck finding the great wizard. I love that. I really love that about some grown-ups, you know, that let the children find out stuff. That's the best, you know. You don't have to answer everything. Just give a little bit of help and all that. But it's fun that they can figure out stuff by themselves. Wow, did you see that huge fluffy creature, Kitty? That's Palontras. He fixed me. Yes, it's certainly very fluffy. Oh, I forgot. Here's your purse. Ah, we got the purse, yes. Oh, thank you, Kitty. Did you see my pills anywhere? You remember the pills? I don't think so. Maybe they're on the other side of the lake, next to your clothes. Well, we have other things to do anyways. We have to find the wizard. Yes, the king said something about a mountain too. Yes, Mountain Catra. The great wizard lives there. Let's go. Yes, now our adventure begins and we have a lot of new information. We know oh, I can go back there. Is Palontras there? No, Palontras not there. But you see, Kitty? Here was the fluffy doctor. Oh, look, a boat is flying. The boat is flying. Why are the boats flying? Those swirls, I just love them. I mean, I still really like them. When I was a little child, I was doing them myself. So it was so cool. Let's see. Oh, these flowers are huge. Yes, they are huge. Oh, what is this creature? No, you can't get in. It's closed. Oh, okay. What's behind this passage? Sorry, I just wanted to see what's behind this passage. Well, the library, of course, but it's closed. Come back in fall or winter, then it will be open. Hey, aren't you the talking tree I took to see Palontras? Yes, that's me. Palontras gave me arms and legs. Yes, and also a head. That's very positive. Yes. But why is the library closer? Well, that's logic. As the sun goes around the second moon of either star we open, only then the real knowledge will be learned. And that only happens in fall and winter. Okay, thank you. Bye. Thank you for the information. Bye. Okay, now I'm gonna read the question. About giving too much away, can you tell us the inspiration behind the 5 realities? Either like religious thing, a psychological thing, or are they entirely a figment of imagination? Okay, good question. Who had that question? Thank you for the question. Well, it is a lot based on a psychological part of us. And also, of course, since I have the freedom to add some fantasy stuff, and so I do that. Just I just love the idea that we are somehow divided in more parts than that we think. Many times we just think we have the bad and the good side, or the dark and the bright one, but we are so much more complex than that. So it's kind of all the mental states that you kind of go through. Sometimes you're just neutral, sometimes you're just kind of dying in some sort of. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying in a chapter in my life, and I feel like maybe it's like more of the fourth reality, or I feel like I learned something new, I understand more of what I'm doing here, and I feel more like if I'm in the bright side. So it's a lot based on all the hormones that we have, all the entire system, and also the environment as fire, water, all the elements also. So it's kind of everything in the try to fit there, try to understand reality somehow. Yes, I hope that answered your question. But also, of course, I put a lot of fantasy, so like I said, I'm not a psychologist, I'm a game designer. So, Mighty Murloc have another question, and this I like very much. You ever had an Eatward figure in your life personally, or a Remor? Of course I have. Eatward was actually, when I was a lot younger, I just could swear that I saw, like a very tall man when I just, shut the lights. this tall person with a long hat, and I saw it every time I just shut the lights. But as soon as the lights were on, it's gone. So of course it was just shadows. But we are very creative people, especially when we try to kind of understand what's going on. We tend to put eyes and mouths and heads and everything to just sometimes just shadows. And also Eatward is a lot based on Isaac since he has been one of the persons that really made this change in my life. You saw him in the beginning, he's really tall, so I really just wanted to kind of have that duality in that character, that he was mysterious, this creature that I fantasized a lot when I was a child, or even a little older. I played with dolls until I was like 15. I haven't really stopped playing. Now when I create games, I just keep doing the same thing, but with digital characters, so it's kind of that, and I'm really thankful that if you have your own Eatward, it's like it's a really nice memory, and yes, I do have my Remor. My Remor is kind of a combination of people in my life that has been incredibly negative, like saying stuff that have that somehow they could manage to get into my head too deep, you know, because I was too young when these negative things were said to me. And many times I've been acting upon those things, but now that I'm older I realize that I can change those things. So yes, Remor is just a huge representation of a lot of negative people. And be aware of negative people. They really don't know what they're doing, or if they do know, they don't manage to change their life for the better, and they want to do everybody else negative also. So change your environment if there's so many of those people around you. They're no good. And but if you can, you know, like realize, have that insight that okay, you don't need to be, you know, hateful. You don't need to be like carry some kind of hate with you, but just accept that those things had happened and move on. It takes a lot of time and a lot of crying maybe, and a lot of, you know, being a bit lost, man. But at the end, if you really kind of have a goal to just evolve into something more positive, then the remor is gone, you know, kind of. And then of course I add some fantasy to it. So I hope I answered your question there. We're gonna keep playing. I love these flying boats so much. I really wish they were for reals, you know. You know, I have this idea that air is actually the same thing as water, but in a less dense property. So that's why the boats can float there in either side. It's like the density of their atmosphere is a lot heavier, and they need a lot of oxygen, you know, so they can be beautiful beings like they are. Yes, I will continue. Let's talk with Mr. Midnight. You told me that we have to find Mountain Cotton and the Great Woods. Okay. Oh, my kid is licking himself. Okay, let's go. What do I have in my purse? Okay, I have Leon's book. I love this book. This book is a lot of also philosophy behind. Let's see here. Wow, this is a bit scary, but it's so beautiful. Yes, Kitty, come on, don't do that. Not in front of everybody, please. What are you doing? Okay, let's see here. Oh. Hello. Hello, sir. Are you a guard? Yes. Okay. Oh, I see. Do you know where the mountain Cotram is? Yes. Can you tell me where it is? Yes. Well, tell me, please. The mountain Cotram is only in winter time. Winter time? What are you talking about? Of course, winter time. What do you think? But I can't wait for winter time. Oh, you don't wait for it. You go there. Go? But how? Sorry, I'm not good explaining things. Go down the stairs and then straight. You'll find a clockmaker. He can explain things, I think. He tried with me before. Alright, thank you, sir. He's a bit confused. So, let's go. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Look at the fish and all the leaves. So pretty colors. Let's see this. This is a map of Idersta. I wonder if it say Idersta there. It must be, yes. I think so too. Then you see the the Spalontra's home. A boat. A very big tree. The beautiful paper swirls, yes. Oh, so pretty. Okay, let's see, there's a sign here. Oh, that seems to be the way to the market. Alright, a mountain, a tree, and a little water. It must be the woods. That's the way to the castle and the library. Yes, we were there, so let's go to the market. So pretty. I can almost smell those flowers. Okay, let's go and talk to everybody. Hello. Oh, who is that? Who? Me, Fran. Can't you see me? Oh, now I see a little. You have 4 eyes. Wow. 4 eyes? I don't have. What are you selling? Only the very best plobas in this entire land. Do you want to smell it? Sure, they look like coconuts. It's poo, miss. Poo that I collect. They're not coconuts. Poo? Like in the toilet? Wow, I thought it was really bad to eat poo. Bad? What? It's very yummy. We love it here. It makes everything grow and shine. I have to get going now. Good luck with the plobos. Bye. I'm not gonna try the plobos. Okay, and we have a little bit more questions here from Misha. Hello, I have a small question. Have you invested very many thoughts and wisdom in Frambo? Do you guide this wisdom in life? Like we follow the things that we put on our game, and I try a lot. I'm not perfect, you know. Sometimes I just have bad habits from the past, and one needs to work really hard to break those bad habits if you really want to become the better you know. It's not about being the best person all the time, or you know, it's more about being what you need to grow. You know, you need to kind of think of yourself very honestly. Who are you? And if you have a lot of ideas, all right, I would like to be a really loving person, but sometimes I feel like crap, you know, and it's really hard to pull up a smile, and I don't want to be a fake, you know. So what I do is just to be really honest, and if I cannot be that best person that cheers up everybody, I just be honest and I say, you know what, today is not my best day, and I'm really sorry, but I'm not in the mood, you know. I try to be just like that, the most open, for me the better, because I don't lie to myself, I don't lie to anybody. And yes, and like I said, you don't need to be hateful. Everything it can be done with peaceful, mindful not mindless, forget it, mindful thoughts. So yeah, I try the best I can, and Isaac also. We try to remember and push each other, you know, to achieve those things that we really want to become better at. So thank you for the question. Kimo, thank you for sending question, Kimo. How to make friends with Remor? Is it possible, hypothetically? Alright, if we go back to this about the negative persons base and Remor, you know, absolutely, you can be friends with whomever you want to be. The problem with Remor and his intentions are if they are negative, you know, too much, and if that person or Remor doesn't have the insight to realize that it has stuff to work on, you know, then it's a very little what you can do and what you can actually gain from it or give, because Remor won't be open to love or to thankfulness, or you know, I hope you understand what I mean. So it's mainly up to the person. If you want to be friends with Remor, you need to know that you might be so hurt and so trashed down and so used. So, but I think if one has a little bit of self-love, you know, it's better to... I know sometimes one really wants to help maybe the monsters, you know, make them lighter, but my experiences have shown me that the one that doesn't want to grow or get out of the darkness, it's really a waste of time to try to drag with you somebody, Remor, I mean. I hope you understand what I mean. If not, ask again. Or I don't know, it's just, I just feel like, honestly, you know, it's we are our responsibility, and Remor is his responsibility, and if he wants to have friends, he maybe want to start acting like a friendly monster. Yes, that's my final answer. Alright, we have a little bit more of questions here, so I'm just gonna read. Barry Bardan, Natalia, do you have any personal experience of being on mental medication, like those pretty little pills Fran used? I admire the game. The concept of pills seems so strong, and Frank. It seems so strong. Alright. Yes, I've been using medication when I was about 15 years ago. And that's why I wanted to use the pills. That was my experience with not exactly, I didn't really see all this bloody stuff, but my head was really confused and really tired, and really I just felt like I just was going into a hole instead of getting me out of my issues, you know. And I actually have really close people that I really love that really needs to take medication to balance the hormones that the mind produces. But my medication was mostly to keep me down because my head was everywhere, and I needed to calm down, but it didn't really affect me in a positive way. Yeah, I just felt dragged, and I didn't really advance in my mental issues either. So yes, that has been my experience. So that's kind of what Fran also feels. But at the same time, while taking the medication, I also realized that maybe I can go another approach with the problems that I have. And I really want to share with you some tips, but I'm gonna do it a little bit at the end of the streaming. Some tips for mental health, so stay tuned if you really want to hear them. They're quite simple stuff. I don't and please don't misunderstand me, it has nothing to do with not using medication, because some people really need them, okay? It's clear, and they can really help and be kind of a guide. And also you can use other things, those things that I'm gonna tell you about later, a little bit later, in combination, you know. So yes, please don't misunderstand my words. Yes, and of course it is a lot. It's shocking, you know, when I was in the mental institution for a little while, and I got to meet a lot of people, so that they were so much more trouble that I was back then, and it opened my eyes. It opened my eyes of, I really do want to understand the human mind in a way that it's completely disconnected to what we know, you know. I wanted to learn more because I knew there was more to it than just what I was looking at. And you know, we all are super creative and we all come up with a lot of answers that they're not real, and that's what I wanted to really avoid. I really wanted to understand what was happening, why some people are suffering so much mentally. And yes, so my journey began back then with the mental again the with the mental health and mental issues. Yes, I have another question here. Frank Madison, what was the inspiration for Mother Mabika? I love her somber character despite her being the ruler of darkness. Yes. Sorry, grandmother. It was my grandmother who was the inspiration for Mabika. She is a really dark person to me. She's one of those persons that, I mean, it's kind of, she can be very lovable sometimes, and others like, oh my gosh. And she kind of wanders in that. And the darkness in Fran, it's mostly about just wanting to be there, you know. It's like a choice. And yeah, so it's my grandmother. Like I said, sometimes it felt like she was so cool to hear, you know, so interesting and mysterious somehow. But yeah, she could also hurt a lot, so yeah, I owe her, that character, a lot to her. Well, other things also, you know, like I just wanted to kind of make this connection with the heart when it's kind of, when it breaks, and you kind of hold on to that. Many times in life you get your heart broken and it's painful, it hurts, like, you know, like you don't want to live anymore, it's terrible, everything just turns bad, and that's kind of her, you know. She has her broken heart and she doesn't want to grow from that. So yeah. And I love that character too. I mean, it's really honest, and some people are like that, you know, and some others. Okay, that's my answer. Yes, okay, Nicholas Bouve? Yes. What mental conditions does Frambo deal with? Yeah, I never was really straightforward with that, because the game is written in this way that I really want to play and share with you the duality, the little line that you cannot really see what is true and what is true. So I'm not gonna tell. Who said she was crazy anyway, or she had, you know, some mental issues or anything like that? She's just a little girl with a lot of creativity, maybe, or dark past and confusedness, if that word exists. I get really nervous with that question because I really don't want to go deeper, so I'm making a fool of myself. Let's go to the next question. Diana Mishina. In chapter 1, there is a girl who is drawing and talking about red milk from her arms. I'm so curious, is this girl based on you? Yes, it is. Adelaida, you mean, right? Yes. When I was younger, I cut myself a lot, and I caused me and my family so much trouble because of that. It was like this terrible habit. I just wanted to cry, I wanted to, you know, somehow feel stuff. Yes, I just started cutting a little bit of my life off. Yes. So let's keep playing. Now I really just want to talk openly about this stuff. This is the meaning, right? When I was younger, I was raped. I have been also in other kind of sexual harassment, and my father left me. I've been having this really negative environment, and all those traumas kind of add up until I couldn't handle it anymore. So yes, it's mainly those things that also driven me to understand more of what's inside our heads and how our bodies work, you know, and how our society works and how we are in the big picture. It's kind of why does other human harm so much other humans. It's a very confusing thing that happens there, and I just want to know why. I just really want to understand why people are so hateful to others, even though, you know, I was hurt a lot, but I'm not aiming for that, you know. I'm just aiming to the complete opposite. But why are there people still that really just, if they got hurt when they were younger or in their life, and they just pass on those stuff to their children or to other people? I just really want to understand us, you know, as humans. So yes, thank you so much for all these questions. It's really helpful so I can just get the word out. And I got another question here. James Gaten by. The thing I love about Frambo was the duality of the fantastical and the more grounded grim parts. Do you plan for a more mixture of grim and fantastical, or more one of the other? Totally the mix. I really love the mix also. If you haven't heard, I'm writing Frambo too. So yes, I really want to keep that. It makes me feel more free, you know, to write. I love it. I just, you know, and I haven't been playing Frambo for a long time, and now that I'm here back to it, I just even though, okay, it's like really close. Oh, I love this game, you know, but it has so much content that I really can reflect on, and I don't, if somebody else had done something like that, I will be also really like into it, because it's something that really talks to me, and I really want to do that with other games. Little Misfortune is a co-writing project with Isaac, and I'm so proud of Isaac also, because he is also laying out a lot of his own experiences in this other game, Little Misfortune. So just, you know, it's like sharing something fun and something insightful somehow. I don't think I could be able to, you know, spend my life doing something that I really don't love to do. That's also a very important thing, to keep mental health. Try to achieve, you know, we all have different dreams. Some are red, some are yellow, and you know, different colors of dreams, and there's the only is up to you, you know, to try to go hard behind them and try to achieve them. It feels so, it's kind of, oh, I'm all sweaty. It kind of helps a lot to live a healthy life. Yes, so thank you for that question, James. I'm just gonna keep playing then. I was about to talk with this very muscular root. Hello, I'm Fran. What are you doing? Good day, I'm Pruter, and I'm molding this piece of iron. Oh, for what? I have to deliver a few clock pieces to the clockmaker. Oh, I see. So you can do all kinds of metallic stuff? Sure, if you have some ideas, we can talk about them, and padam, I do it. That's very good to know. Thank you, sir. Oh, sorry. Gases. Such an animal. So, let's go. It feels like... Well, I have to keep working, but if you need my services, you know where I am. Just brutal. Let's go to the other side. So beautiful. I still remember the day I was drawing this newspaper. I'm not gonna read this because it's really difficult. But there's the news, and like you see, that's kind of the cycle, life and seeds, and what there's a lot of insects that help also to kind of break down the how it says in English, the different parts of something. Oh, I don't remember the words in English. Anyway, let's go to the beach. I love this one. Hello, little Ruth, you're so cute. Oh, thank you, you are cute too. I'm Fran, and you? Me? Oh, no, I'm not Fran, I'm Selma, and I want to sing all day long. She's not Fran. What's your favorite song? My favorite song goes like this. Okay, let's sing. 1 and 1 are 2. 1 and 2 are 3. 2 or 3 are 5. And 3 and 5 are 8. Oh, and I don't remember any more than that. I learned that at school. It's fun. Oh, that sounds very mathematical. I have to go now. You have beautiful fruits, by the way. See you. Yummy. Let's see what's this guy doing. Good day, sir. Good day, little creature. Oh, I have seen flying boats, sir. How does that work? Think them about floating on water, but instead of water, it's air. It's so simple. And I can borrow one of your boats to fly away. I want to go home. Oh, go home, I see. Sadly, these boats only work with either knees. Ah, I see. Well, thank you, sir. Have fun making your boat. I really wish I could go and, just grab just lay on the sand at the moment. It's so cold here and really dark, so I miss the sun a lot. So, Mr. Mina, what's happening? Oh, Kitty, this line is very different. Do you understand the language already? Yes, I actually understood what the guard told you. I hope we found the clockmaker soon so we can go to Mountain Cotram. The clockmaker, yes, let's go to the clockmaker. I still remember the day I was drawing all these details also. I spent so many weeks, sometimes in just one background, that it has, a connection to a lot of other things that I have to do in order to get something done. So yeah, it's incredible how the mind works. Hello, what are you doing? Working on my clock. Oh, I see. Sir, do you know where I can find the great wizard? No, miss. I do clocks, I fix clocks, I listen to clocks, tick-tock. And do you know where the Mountain Cotram is? The Mountain Cotram only exists in wintertime. Otherwise, it's just a regular mountain. I can't wait for winter. The king said that the wizard will be in Mountain Cotram. You don't need to wait for winter to come. That's absurd. Time is an infinitely layered reality. Oh, a layered reality? That sounds great. What should I do then? Go to the big clock and change the season. Just change it. Where is the clock? Well, go towards the castle, but turn to your left when you see the stairs. You'll find a big clock on the tree. Good luck. Thank you, sir. You're very nice. Bye. So, let's go to that. So he said straight to the stairs and then... Alright, let's go that way. So, we have another question from Augurets. I'm a bit curious. Why are most of the Etherstad inhabitants are plants and insects? Yes, okay. Etherstad is mostly a representation of life itself, you know, becoming to life. As I said, the light part was from the Valakas, that's the first reality, and it's just light energy. And then when you know, if you know a little bit about cells in the body and all that, then you know that all that it's created by the atoms and, you know, a lot of tiny stuff. So either state's kind of the first layer of the complexity of more complex beings, you know, like flowers and insects are just not as complex or as us, you know, or at least what we know about them, but they're still really complex. So I really wanted to, you know, just show that part in a beautiful way, in a closer look also. And also because I like flowers and I like insects to look at from far away. I think they're so beautiful, but yeah, they scare me a bit. Especially spiders. There's no spiders in here. Or are they? No, I don't think so. But the other insects are really cool. I just feel like we're so... I also feel like we're so disconnected, you know, from that part of our planet, which give us so much. We owe so much to the insects and flowers, you know, all our food comes from there, you know, and we just smash them or that creepy stuff, and we treat them like with no respect whatsoever. So I really just wanted to give them an entire reality, and I would love to spend a lot of time in Etherstad, you know. And they're so kind, so it was also kind of a way to getting closer to them. I was when I was creating this chapter, it was a lot of research, you know, and how some of the insects work and what some other do, you know, like that kind of stuff, and how they look like, their composition. So yeah, it comes from there. I hope that answered my question. So thank you for that. Let's go to the clock now. Oh, it sounds like something broke. Oh, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But how does it work? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can ask for help. Yes, let's ask for help again. This is a very odd clock. Where are the numbers? It has symbols and colors, but it doesn't seem to show the time. Well, I guess the time works differently here in Etherstad. Yes, you're right. You're right, Fran. I need to drink a little bit of water. So we go back to the clockmaker. Maybe he can help us to get... yeah, I have a little problem. Yes, I don't have any. The big clock on the tree, it's broken. I can't make it work. Please help me. A broken clock? That's a disgrace. Poor clock. You have to help me. Please fix it for me. I beg you. I have to go home. I never fix a clock for nothing. Otherwise my lifetime goes to waste. What do you mean? I charge 1 big golden coin per clock. Time is gold, you know. I don't have any coins. Then no clock will ever be fixed. Please, sir, do it as a favor. I need to go home. I can't help you then. Bring me a golden coin or nothing will be fixed. I see. Thank you. I'll see if I can get some gold for you. Bye. So, yes, I have a little fun news actually about Frambo. And if you're aware of our doings, we are exporting Frambo to Unity because we created this version that I'm playing right now is done in Game Maker, but now we're porting it to Unity, so we're gonna be able to release on consoles. And with that, we're planning also to release a book of Frambo. So we are working on it at the moment, and so stay tuned for that. It will be like an art book, sorry. And yeah, I was just gonna lay out their backgrounds, characters, a little bit of lore, and that kind of funny stuff. So we hope that we can get it almost at the same time with the new, because we need to update the Steam versions, and you know, we haven't yet though decided all the details, but we need to get the book done first. And I really wanted to do a book since day one I was like releasing the game, and now that we luckily have the help of these super lovely team members that we have now, and so now we can actually produce more stuff. So it's really awesome to work with people. Things go a lot faster. So yes, that was a news. And I think I just need to start wrapping up this. We didn't go so much forward in the game. Yes, I'm a talky person. Let's go to the snail art, please. Try to get the coin. So good day, young one. What are you doing? The war is about to start, and I can't see the meaning in the meaningless. Oh, what do you mean? Join me, young one. You'll be rewarded with 1 golden coin if you come back alive. Join you? Join you where? The game is about to begin. You are the Kamalas, I'm the Valokas. Black and white as shadows and light. Is this a sort of board game, sir? Yes, a board game. Let's immerse in this adventure, you against me. I give you a coin if you win, huh? What do you say? Yes, sure. What are the rules? First to place 3 in the same figures in a diagonal, horizontal or vertical line wins. We toss the machinery and see who begins. Are you in? Sure, it sounds like a game we used to play at school called tic-tac-toe. But why would you just give me the gold if I win? Time is gold, and I'm very old. I've been around a long time. I just want to have a good time. I see. Well, let's play. So, and as you see, you are always a Kamala in this game. You haven't... you're just a little girl with a troubled mind. So it's let's put it there. Get 1 coin at least. Yes, nobody wins. Let's see if this sometimes... The snail is really clever. He wins! The snail won. Okay. It's the same play. He won again. How Fran does that pose when she gets a little bit. His nails is too smart. No, please let me win for this, to show my friends from around the world. Okay, let's go for this. Impossible. Is this impossible? No, nothing is impossible. It's just time consuming. So, Mr. Red? He's really far away, Isaac. So, let me see. Is this mine now? Did I win? Yes, 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 yes. I won a coin for me. So, now we have a coin. We can go and move on. Yes, Mr. Red is here. And he actually, I don't know why, but he's dressed like a special something. Santa Claus. Your hat just fell out. And look, he has this clothing right now. Yes, you look at me. I'm beautiful. Yes, you are really Christmassy today, Mr. Red. Did you see the streaming? And with all our friends? Okay. Say hello to them then. Hello, friends. You're beautiful. Yes, they are beautiful. Okay, so I just gonna round up our streaming. I'm so thankful for everybody being here around. I hope you enjoyed this. But I really want to give these tips before I go about how to keep, you know, a little bit of our minds on the flow, you know, in a better sometimes than other times, you know. And I'm just gonna say this takes effort, okay? Things are not easy to achieve if we have, like I said, maybe bad habits, a bad environment, but they're not impossible, and all is doable if you really engage, okay? You really have to be willing to do this. When you are in a relationship, you give from you, right? It's the same thing with these things that I'm gonna tell you. You have to give yourself the time and the love you need to actually achieve these things, okay? So my tips are this. Start with one really simple, is move more. Make more exercise, dance. Don't sit down too much. That's killing your body, your mind, your blood. You know, you need to get blood from your spine and your muscles. If you don't get blood in your brain because you're sitting all day long, forget it. You're not gonna feel so good, okay? So I'm telling you, move and dance and just run sometimes, or do something that is fun for you to make. You don't need to do a boring, you know, exercise if you don't think that's fun for you. You can find stuff to move and use your body, you know, in funny ways. And everybody has its own. For example, Isaac loves to swim. That's what he does. And he also likes to, you know, shoot the arrow and bow and arrow. That's also a little bit of motion. He stands a lot, but mainly the swimming is like he's always, oh, I'm so in love with that, you know. So yeah, you have to find your stuff. I like to dance like a lot, and I like to lift some weights also. I think it's cool, and I have fun when I'm doing it. It's not boring, you know. So yes, we all have our thing. Some others like to just hang from stuff, or yeah, you can find your way. So that's one for mental health. Then the other I really recommend is just to play around. Play, have fun, and really just allow yourself to be creative with your when you're playing. I think it's kind of to play allow us a lot to get to know ourselves, you know, and get to know others. It creates something that can be enjoyable. So yes, play a lot, but not only with computer games, you know, like Lego also, or stuff that can help you be more creative. That's one of the things about play more. Another thing that is really, really important is give yourself time to rest, to sleep. If we go to bed looking at our cell phones and then we try to sleep, there's a lot of chemicals in our brains that need the rest. They need that we don't have so much going on. Internet is awesome. It has so many positive things, but sometimes we enter in a loop and we just forget about ourselves, and then we are tired and we prioritize wrong things sometimes. So try to just give yourself time to your body to sleep, to heal, to rest. When we are sleeping, the body works so much to fix everything that can be a little bit weird in the body. So give that time for your body. Respect your body, how it is, and also be thankful for how it works. I mean, it's amazing. So also, this is a little bit more what I talked about in the beginning, and it was about being honest. When you're honest and open to yourself, and I know for a fact, from my own experience, Isaac's experience, and all the people I've been talking about this, that being honest with oneself is one of the most hard things to do, because we want to have a picture of ourselves that it's kind of ideal, but then maybe we're not acting, accordingly to those images we have. So yes, just be honest with yourself, and it's okay, not be there yet how you want to be, or it's okay to be sad sometimes, it's okay to be down sometimes, but look after for help. There's always gonna be somebody that wants to hear you, but start by yourself. If you really want love, you have to allow people be able to give you love. And I feel that sometimes we kind of want things, but we do nothing about them. So it's about that, opening the eyes to yourself, being honest, realize where you are at today, and do a plan and engage to that plan. So that's kind of the things that have been working for me a lot, and those are the things that I try to embrace all the time. And also, before I forget, eat stuff that make your body heal also. And we all know what that is, greens and fruits. Those are the things that are gonna make your blood, your mind, your brain, your bones be like in heaven. It's just, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's gonna help a lot to have a better to eat good is good. I mean, there's so many things that are beneficial that I could do an entire streaming just of that. So yes, just respect yourself a lot and give yourself love. And I don't mean just like, yes, I love myself. No, really act like that, because you are so worth it. And yes, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, I think we are going to go soon, but first I want to just go quick one to the chat and just say bye bye to everybody that has been around. Thank you very much. Kimo, Daisy, Smdotibs SX, Nastia, Ogurets, and Awkward Words, Unawkward, Skittle, it goes Ross, Ank, and Daisy Rodriguez. Yes, I think I told you. Smoke 100A. Hello. These are old fans. And Beta F, Fake Mirror, Frosty Flytrap, Somniverse, and yes. Thank you so much for being around. I really enjoyed this, and you know, all the things that we used to say. Have a nice day. I love you very much. Please love you back. It's really important, and it's gonna make our future a lot better if we start doing that by ourselves. Okay? I'm just gonna go. I love you very much, and thank you for being around. Okay?